What is up, guys? It's your boy Thriller here, and we're here for game number 4 of the NBA Harvest Moon Tour. We're taking on my good pal Adura here. Last time we faced off against Adura was obviously in the Gen 6 meta, where we got very lucky on a Fire Blast miss, and I think on a damage roll, and we were able to pick up a very narrow 1-0 win off of Adura in a very, very good close game. This time around, though, it is not going to be as easy just because their scheme is fat and scary and all at the same times. He's got a Scream Tail, which can be very annoying for us defensively. And then I think most of the time, every time I face a Scream Tail, I've always lost. So my track record against Scream Tail is not good. So I'm hoping and I'm praying we can be able to beat that today. Mega Beedrill is the absolute threat. Mega Beedrill can just destroy my entire team. It has great counter. It does not have a lot of counterplay against my team and has a fantastic coverage move pool against me as well. It's gonna be really hard. Skeletor is just so annoying because of how fat and annoying this Pokemon can be with Unaware. Bisharp is actually very viable in my team. Being goes was being fighting with Steel Dart. It's gonna be really annoying defensively. For the pressure, Slurpuff. I know the power of Slurpuff, and Slurpuff is definitely going to be something if I'm not careful with, is going to body bag me. More Pecco, don't think it's coming. Doesn't really do that well into my team personally. And Gengar, very massive threat. I have very easily choose to the combination of Shadow Ball plus Focus Blast. It's really going to be tough for our team to deal with. And then there's a Smoochum. Let's talk about the team we have today, ladies and gentlemen. My team is going to be Scarf Coco. We are running enough speed to outspeed the Gengar and below. And with Scarf, we guarantee outspeed Scarf Gengar, and we outspeed that Beedrill. This is hopefully going to be the thing where if Beedrill's in, I can get, and this is in front of it, I get that Brave Bird off, and I guarantee a KO. Now, I did do the calcs, and Thunderbolt, surprisingly enough, because of Beedrill's weird good Spadef bulk, this Thunderbolt never kills it. So I have to be Brave Bird in this matchup. And even with a minus attack nature, this Brave Bird is going to guarantee OHKO him. So we have Brave Bird, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, and Dazzling Gleam. Dazzling Gleam just kind of there for aesthetics. Otherwise, I'm mostly just clicking electric moves because Adora doesn't have a ground type. So we can just kind of spam buttons this game. Up next, we got Magneto rocking out with that Cobra Berry with a pretty much a mixed defensive, more Fizz Def set, but it's a little bit mixed defensive. We got Trick Room, Focus Blast, Sludge Bomb, and Psychic. Cobra Berry obviously to be able to take a hit, so we can be able to prevent some of that stuff back out and hopefully land against the Bisharp. Otherwise, I'm just clicking Psychic and Sludge Bomb this matchup. There's not really much else I need to click in this match and just do anything else with that. Making the return, Salmon rocking out with that Cobra Berry and the adaptability or agility, Surf, Shadow Ball, and Aqua Jet. Aqua Jet just to kind of make sure if we can't outspeed a Scarfer, we're just going to hit hard, hit it at least a little bit there. But otherwise, Surf and Shadow Ball is very much under resistant in my opponent's roster, and I can be able to do a lot of things with this Pokemon and do some good damage with. We have enough speed to outspeed, I think, everything, including a speed creep to Beedrill, I'm pretty sure. But outside of that, we can pretty much just do a lot of button clicking in this matchup. We run the rest into defense, be able to take some hits from the more physical side of his Pokemon outside of the special. Up next, we got Reptar, Mega Tyranitar, which is pretty much forced to be max in order to make sure it's outspeeding everything on my opponent's team. There's that Choice Scarf, which is kind of sad, but it's the honest to God truth. So, with Dragonite's knockoff, Brick Break, and Ironhead, this pretty much just wins. Knockoff pretty much just guarantees us like KOs of after that. Ironhead is strictly there for the Slurpuff, and then Brick Break is strictly there for the Bisharp over Earthquake, which I'm really taking a risk here with that, but hopefully Mega T-Tar can put in some amazing work here. Up next, we're bringing Banded Weavile, baby, with enough speed to outspeed the Gengar and everything down below. Rest and Spadef to be a little Spadef tanking hit there. We have Brick Night Slash, Triple Action on Ice Shard, or double Ice because it's just really good in the matchup. Night Slash is just really good offensive coverage because I didn't really want Knock. I wanted a good, consistent one because Knock is kind of somewhat reliable. And then Brick strictly there for the Bisharp. And last but not least, we have Bone Keeper. This is not supposed to be Flame Wheel. This was supposed to be Flare Blitz, but for some reason it registered as Wing, as Wheel, but we'll have to just work with it because I didn't notice it. We have Poltergeist, Shadow Bone, and Knockoff. Knockoff just get rid of items. Shadow Bone is just there in case there is potential options for Poltergeist blocking, which I think is really important. And then Flame Wheel, which should have been Flare Blitz, was going to be there to help do some good offensive damage. But that's going to be the team builder, guys. Let's go ahead and get into the matchup. And we're here for the matchup against Adura. Now, I did post-com the matchup versus Adura because I actually was playing this game on a call with friends and didn't really feel like muting myself and wanted to play the recording. Plus, I was already recording for 2 other battles, and I just kind of wanted to play the game. But as we see from Madura, he did not bring the Skeleturge, which I am so thankful he did not bring that Pokemon. That mon was so annoying to deal with. So We're going to go ahead and lead off with Coco. I think Coco is my best lead, and he leads off with this speed drill. Now, Adura did say after the battle that he knew that there was something fishy about my team, that he knew that he was going to sniff out a Scarfer. And there were only two Pokemon he feared being Scarfed this matchup, being my Coco, my Weavile. So he technically would having like a 50-50 at this point then. If he got right that it was Scarf and did switch out into something maybe like, I don't know, Morpeko possibly, that would have been really bad for us in that position because we would have given him electric boost to attacks, and we were not going to have good switches to that Pokemon because of the fact that we didn't have a good electric resist on our team. So definitely something to note there. Or does he take the chance that I'm not Scarf, go for the U-turn to get good damage off, and then bring something that's kind of like tanky to deal a hit, and just go from there? I go for the Brave Bird, and he thankfully stays in. We get rid of that bee, and now my Coco is pretty much free to spam T-Bolt here. I'm now forced into going my Dagger, my Weavile here, as he's going for the Swords Dance here. I'm going to go for that Brick Break. I am Choice Band, and I do pick up a crit. Now, we did do the calcs afterward with the set that Adura shows here. Basically, my Brick Break had a 93 to 110, basically around a 60% chance to guarantee the OCO without the crit. But knowing my luck, I wasn't going to get that roll. So I was pretty much bummed. But I got very lucky. He goes and clicks Sticky Webs. I'm going to click Trick Room here with my Galarian and Slowking. And I'm just going to click Sludge Bomb here. There's no reason not to overpredict this. I'm just clicking Sludge Bomb. He goes for the Play Rough. And it actually still does pretty good damage, honestly. Even with like almost max defense like that, that's just insane. But in comes Morpeko. I'm just gonna click Sludge Bomb here. There's no reason not to. He's gonna go for the Aura Wheel, which is electric type right now, which probably told me they did not have the Pharaoh. I'm gonna go for another Sludge Bomb into the Scream Tail, which just swallowed that hit, which means this is like fully to death. He goes for Crunch. Thankfully, the Culver Berry coming in clutch, going for another Sludge Bomb. And can I also ask and say this? I went for a grand total of this is not counting the dying. One, two, three, four sludge bombs. 30% chance to poison, and I got zero. What? But now I just bring in Bone Keeper here. I click Shadow Bone as he reveals to be Cassitberry, which makes sense. Knock him out. In comes this guy, and he reveals to be Sash, unfortunately, so I'm very sad. So, unfortunately, Marowak dies. But now I just go Weavile here. It's pretty much game over. I just click Ice Shard twice, and the game is completely over. But yeah, GG Suadura, definitely I got very lucky. Getting very lucky that he did not get the 50-50 right about my scarf on Coco and also getting that crit. Now again, crit may or may not have mattered depending on what roll I would have gotten from that brick break. But I still feel bad about that crit because I definitely guaranteed I didn't have to worry about getting the damage roll. So we get a very, very lucky win against Adura here, in my opinion. So we pick up a massive win. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're now 2-2 with +3 diff, which means if we win our next game and we win at least 3-0 or higher, I want to say, we should guarantee the playoff brackets, which honestly would be just a massive comeback. If we lose next week, though, I'm pretty confident we can't make brackets. But there can still be a possibility. We would just need a ton of luck. But we're going to hopefully walk away with a W and hopefully walk away with a win. Our last opponent is going to be Drew, and his team is not going to be easy to beat or even want to take on, man. So I'm hoping and praying we can walk out with a W. But if not, then you know what? It's been a fun tour. So I'm going to give everything I have in the last tour, in the last game, guys, and hopefully we can walk away with a win and keep this run going. And if not, then you know what? It was a fun tour. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.